All right, welcome back, guys. Happy Friday night. So we're going to take a few minutes here to talk about some of the more notable news for the week. I think I'm going to start doing this every Friday. It's very fun, very casual. Just something to kind of talk about as we head into the weekend. First and foremost, Vaultbox Series 3 was announced earlier in the week. I think Blake, who helps run the company with his business partner, uh, made the announcement on, I believe, Instagram and a few other social media sites that this thing is official. Um, it will be going on sale July 26th. And these are going to be single card pack or single coin packs. So they're going to be a lot more affordable compared to Series 1 and Series 2. And as you can see, they have entered in the realm of US type. This is all strictly US type coins, guys. In addition to what else they put in there? Gold nugs, uh, shipwreck coinage, key dates, errors, and all that great stuff. I put a video up on this, but I need to redo it because it's got some weird kind of talking in the background. I think I know what happened, but I'm gonna do a more in-depth conversation on Series 3. So you guys save your money. This is going to be a really cool product coming out at the end of the month, and it's going to be hot. It's going to sell out as I would anticipate it will. And then there's going to be a lot more of these boxes available since they're one coin packs. And yeah, should be awesome. So next bit of news this week, brand new 2021 banknotes are live out there in circulation, and people are taking advantage of this. As of right now, I believe ones, twos, and fives are what's out there, bearing the new 2021 dates. There are some pretty cool stuff out there, like this here. This one is 10 unk stacks. This is a full $1,000 face value in notes that they're trying to sell for $1,600. So generally these and it always helps, ladies and gentlemen. Quick little word of advice: if you come across these at the bank and then they're the BEP bricks that are completely shrink wrapped, keep them in the shrink wrap. They are most certainly going to sell for about 1.5 times what the face value is. All right. Don't open it up like this individual did, although, I mean, that looks pretty sweet the way that it's all laid out in these photos right here. And it does look a lot more attractive than, say this guy here, which he kept his in his shrink wrap because it's got all the BEP stickers and stuff on that on there. This is what people want to get. They want to buy it, fresh like this. So that way they could go in, tear them open, and then cherry pick, notes out of there, whether it's fancy serial numbers, maybe they hit a star note in there, or maybe a BEP error. All right. So these are indeed live as of right now. Aside from the BEP bricks, there are a few very interesting notes, like this one here. This is probably one of the more interesting fancy serial numbers with 5,000, 5,000. All right. I mean, really cool. I mean, they're asking the world for it, $350. Say I don't think it's worth nearly what that one or what that price is going for today. It's probably more like half that. So, anyways, they're gonna bear the. If you could see, check that out right there. You can see 2021 series. I'm saying it's new. Some of you are gonna say, "Well, it's already 2 years old." But you guys have to understand, paper money is operating differently through the BEP than what happens at the U.S. Mint with coinage, where you get fresh dates on everything. But once the Treasury and Secretary are officially changed, and sometimes it can take 1 or 2 years, then that's when they switch out the 2020 or the actual series date. Notice it says series, which means this 2021 series more than likely will be out there for around 2 to 4 years. All right, so and that's from release. So 2025 to 2026, somewhere thereabouts, is where I expect for there to be another changeover. With a changeover in the office of both the Treasury and Secretary of the United States, then they'll revise that date on there for the series. So just so we're clear. But anyways, these are brand new. They are out there. People are going for them, and they are flipping them. All right, probably not a bad thing to do today if you're looking to make some extra money. All right, so that's that one there. Yeah, all of a sudden these wild and crazy and wacky errors are coming up on the EDITH KANAKA'OLE quarters. Okay, these are the ones that since the release of these things about 4 months ago, nobody was finding anything on these except maybe I think there was a die clash and a few feeder finger marks, and now all of a sudden there's some really awesome, just amazing strike throughs that all of a sudden came out of the woodwork on these things, and they're certainly worth mentioning because the secondary market sales activity has been supporting some sort of conversation here. All right. So one of the coins that did sell, the one for $60. Here's a little bit of a close up of what we're looking at. So this is a really long, very long, lengthy strike through. It's going to be one of those field restricted style type of strike throughs where the feeder finger makes some sort of kind of like secondary contact with a grease thing on there that gets smeared across the die. Sometimes the die will actually make physical contact with the die, and that's how you get the feeder finger marks on the actual dies, and you see that on the coins as a subsequent kind of action there. But each and every single formation of the strike through is going to be different in shape and size. I've seen some of these EDITH KANAKA'OLE strike throughs a little bit shorter, a little bit fatter, things like that. But now all of a sudden, there's been a few of these that have shown up in the marketplace, and now it's going to be again another new chase piece for you guys out there that's roll hunting these things as you're trying to hunt through the brand new Eleanor Roosevelts that came out like 3-4 weeks ago. And those have been out for a while now. So can't really say that those are new anymore, but they are the latest release. But it's just crazy that at the very absolute last minute before the Eleanor Roosevelts came out, that now we have these crazy strike throughs that have hit the scene, and the prices. They're very respectable when you can sell them for $50 to $60 a piece. I mean, that certainly makes you want to stand up in attention and focus more on trying to find some of these, especially if you're on the East Coast. Now, this particular person's in New Hampshire, so you're probably going to be somewhere in the New England area when you're looking for these. So if you're anywhere in the northeast part of the U.S., Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Massachusetts, Connecticut, that area, I would probably, consider going and getting some rolls, because you're still going to find a lot of rolls of this particular quarter in addition to Eleanor. If you're not finding Eleanor Roosevelts, more than likely you're finding more of these EDITH KANAKA'OLE quarters. And another big one that came across the auction scene is this massive retained strike through. The strike through is still actually on the coin, which is quite crazy. But you can see that right there. Whatever that foreign substance is indeed on the coin, from what it looks like. But this thing is quite insane. All right, and yeah, it's just again, it plays into the whole, I don't know. It's just the timing is funny, and that's just the way the hobby is. Again, when you look at this one was found again in New Hampshire. I believe it's the same seller as well. So, I mean, there's a lot to be said here with these. And this is kind of like one of the bigger errors that we've seen, aside from the extra V 2023 Lincoln cents, which, by the way, for you folks there on the northeast end of the country, these are being found in New York State. All right, while the strike throughs can be anywhere again from like New Hampshire and Vermont and a few of those other states there in that general vicinity, you should be looking out for these because I don't know. I'll keep you guys informed if whether or not this sells for what the seller is asking for, which is $500. I mean, that's quite stiff, but that would be a heck of a payday for something like that. And I'm not saying it's not worth it. As a matter of fact, I hope he gets every last dime from it. Obviously, it's not going to be 700, but heck, $500 that'd be pretty good there. But yet again, another really cool error coin to be on the lookout for. So make sure you guys are aware of that. And then finally, the last thing to kind of like round out the week, this coming week on the 13th, we begin to see the first orders of the Morgan and Peace dollars. Okay, the kind of like the reboot of this program after a 1 year hiatus. Of course, as you guys know, these originally released in 2021 with very mixed reaction. I mean, it was very exciting in the beginning, but as people received the product and there's all these hiccups going on with the pre-sales and things like that, it really soured a lot of people. I think that overall sentiment of the sour nature of the whole thing still continues on to this day through the 2023 product. However, they have more of these coming out with limited quantities. The 2-coin reverse proof set is unavailable. It's been unavailable for quite some time now, a few months. But they still have both the Proof, Peace, and Morgan still available, which are going to be available in August 9th, I believe. But the uncirculateds, if you wanted to get in on these, they are still available through the subscription plan. All right, so if you go here to shop on the top left corner of the US Mint website, and then you roll all the way over to subscriptions, so you could go to the Peace and Morgan and Peace silver dollars, and you'll have quick access to all of these. So if you're looking to get into it and you want it to be a headache and problem-free experience where it's just going to auto charge you, you don't have to camp out on the website or experience all the crashes, because I guarantee you, once this thing sells out, it's done. All right, you're not going to be able to order these through the website. These are going to be in limited quantities, and my dog's barking. Sorry about that. Even she's excited about this. But yeah, these are certainly going to sell out. Okay, so we have both of the uncirculateds that's going to be hitting on the 13th, which I believe is, what day is that? Next Thursday, I believe. I don't know. Give me a second. Let me check. Next Thursday. Today's the 7th. A week from now, -1. So yeah, next Thursday. So just make sure that if you're interested, you go ahead and get your subscription, lock it in. If you're already in there, make sure you have money in your account. Don't overextend yourself buying these things. The only one I would be the 2-coin reverse proof set, but even still, always make sure the bills are paid first before you jump on these. Price wise, they're going to be the same. These are $76 a piece. You could order up to 25 of each. Mintage of 275K for each of the uncirculated Proof and Morgans. The Proof, I believe, are 400,000, so they have a lot larger mintage figure. But yeah, these are going to be popular. They're going to sell out. And between now and next Thursday, there's going to be more people that'll jump on last minute to grab these up. So that pretty much covers all the major news for the week in the coin world. A quick little thing. If I haven't told you guys, I will be at the Pittsburgh Money Show ANA, or the ANA Money Show event. I will be representing Whatnot and NGC as part of a big kind of event that we're going to be doing. And it's going to be on that Thursday of that week, which is all the way in August. So we still have a month to go. It's August 8th through the 10th, I believe. But it's going to be that Thursday. So I'll be in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at the A&A Money Show. If you guys are interested in coming down and checking out the event, I will be there. And should be a lot of fun. So that's going to go ahead and do it. I'm your host, Sean, with Blue Ridge Silverhound. I'm going to relaunch the Vault Box Series 3 video. Go ahead and check that one out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Again, another big event, another big release coming at the end of this month, July 26th. Save the date. And that's it. You guys have a great weekend. See you on the PCMR on Saturday. And I'm out of here. I'm going to go get some rest, get ready for a long day tomorrow. And happy hunting, guys. I'll see you in about 24 hours. All right. So long.